Hello everybody, my name is Avery, and welcome to the fourth and final devlog to the game that I was making in the month of January of 2022. For this devlog, sorry if I'm breathing or if there's a lot of wind. It's pretty cold outside. It's about 10 degrees. I'm walking home from class to get back to my apartment. But thanks again for everyone that's been watching these devlogs. But for this devlog, I wanted to show what I was able to do to finish my game, or how far in the game I got at least, and just talk about it like a retrospective. Things I wish I could have done, things I learned about it, and things I'll do in the future. And let's just jump right into it.
Okay, in the last video we talked about adding some guns into the game, some modular guns with a modding system for changing them, and a few other things. Since then, a lot more has changed. I guess one thing you note is the player's animation right here. I was trying to figure out how to do the best animation for him, and actually went on some forums, like on some Facebook groups and Reddit and whatnot, and asked around, because I'm not the greatest artist, as I mentioned before, and I just wanted to have it look a little bit nice. So shout out to everyone there that helped me. I really appreciate it. But as you can see, there's animation for the character. This right here that I'm running is actually not in the final version, but I just want to showcase some stuff. I have these snow particles, everything's falling down, and then there's some collectibles. You can see there's some ammo that spawns, there's some health, and there's also little chest looking things right here, and they're mods. As we can see, we just picked one up, and now it is set the firing mod to random. We only have this one bullet, but you can see it's switching back and forth now. But for this one version, this is what I wanted to show. It's basically just that. It has the snow. Changed this texture. I can't remember if I changed that before the last video. But my game started getting a little bit buggy. I had some... I'd mentioned this before. My code is basically all spaghetti code. Nothing is organized. It's all in a single file. It basically still is. I have an include header, which has all the include stuff on a different file now, but it's all in the same file. But everything was messy, out of order. I was rendering some stuff that were in my update function. My update function had some things that were... my draw function had some stuff for updating things. Nothing was really organized. I was calling some stuff before I was initializing some things. I mean, they were initialized, but I didn't have them actually set the way that I wanted them to. So some of this stuff wasn't drawing correctly. As you can see right here, actually, a different thing that was updated is like a little day-night cycle, where just this little this shadow basically disappears and draws over everything. That's basically it. I had added this pause menu, which shows the controls. The controls are as well, or just on the GitHub README file, and it shows the stats for the different bullets. You can see this one bounces. This one does 8 damage. This one has 4 speed and 4 damage. This one does 8. That's wrong. That's 8 speed. But either way, I went ahead and actually, like I said, I was making this game in the month, but within about 30 hours before the month was over, I went ahead and actually redid the whole entire game based on what I had, and I wasn't able to complete I was able to complete everything except for this pause menu wasn't added back in, so even though that's wrong, it doesn't really matter. But maybe I just need to make sure to fix it on their README page. But switching into the final version, I guess the main thing I added was the enemies, and that was kind of where the problems started getting too big for me, and that's where I decided to change everything. We'll run it right here. There's a slight chance a ton of enemies are going to spawn. Hopefully not, just for the presentation. It'll look a little nicer if they don't spawn instantly. Alrighty. So, as we can see, there's some enemies right here. They're just little drone things, and they fly at you when they see you. A different thing, they spawn at different sizes. There's different types of them, and I added it so you can't kill one with the same color as your gun. So if there's an orange one, you can't kill them with orange bullets. It kind of forces you to play around and switch between your weapons. They have different spawn sizes. Yeah, you can see right here, there's a lot more than the other ones, and that's basically it. One problem And then these dark gray ones, they have a lot more health, but they'll also drop a mod. So every time you kill them, it drops a new mod for you to unlock. So as you can see, I just unlocked that mod by picking it up. Everything runs pretty smoothly, other than one of the mods. It's called it's for the first mod selection. It's called the Wave, and it kind of like spreads off a bunch of bullets. If you get lucky, you can pick it up. But when it spreads the bullets, I'm calling something that's causing the game to lag a little bit, and I might even go and fix that even though the month's over. That's probably like the biggest thing that causes any sort of lag in the game. You can pick up the mods by killing the gray ones, or you can pick up the mods by finding them. And I had originally just had them spawn anywhere just for my practice, but now I have them spawn in these little snowy, thicker snow areas, which you're also losing health because, you know, it's colder, I guess. So maybe we'll be able to see one of those as well. But like I said, this whole thing right here, everything right here, compared to the last version I just showed you, I made it all within about 24 hours. I just like took everything I knew. I copied the map generation. I didn't change any of that stuff basically, but then I changed like almost everything else. I mean, I redid the system for the player animation. I redid the system for like the gun and like the firing and for the mods and stuff. And then I just made sure like that everything worked correctly. The game itself, I mean, it's playable like this, how it is, except for there's not really a big game loop. Like, I don't know, it doesn't have like a, kind of pick it up and play it, except for like, it's not really playable. I mean, there's no menus or anything, there's no goal. Even right now, I'm pretty sure if you lose all your health, you just don't die, you can just keep playing. So that's kind of, you can see walk through here is kind of slower. That's kind of a problem, where I guess if I were to work more on this game or any game in the future, I don't want to have all the game mechanics. Like, I mean, I want all the game mechanics, but that can't be the main focus. The game needs to be able to have something to it, where it's fun to pick up and play, it's fun to play over and over, and there's a goal to achieve. I mean, I think the game's kind of fun. It's cool. I think it's neat, but that's also just because I made it. But I feel like there's not a ton of games out there, at least where you can learn about making a game like this. I don't have like any tutorial showing anything about this, but I have all the code. See, this is the gun that kind of drops the FPS. See, the FPS has dropped to 12 right there, and it's even worse because all the bullets are bouncing. But I have all the code posted everywhere for this. I mean, so anyone can look through it, learn about it, and see how it all works. You can see I ran out of health already, just to play in still. But I don't know. It was a really fun project. I encourage anyone else that is a game developer or wants to get into game development to challenge himself to something like this. Give himself a time period. Game jams are great for that. But if you don't want to participate in game jam, you don't want to have an exact time period, or you don't want to follow a theme, just go ahead and do it yourself. Basically, I think it's a fun thing to do. It's a great learning experience. And if you guys do so, also go ahead and share whatever you're working on in the comments. I'll check them out. I'm sure other people will be willing to check them out as well. If you guys have any other projects, like, it doesn't even have to be game related, it doesn't even have to be programming related. If there's anything you guys are interested in doing, if you guys already do it, if you want to learn about it, just go and do it. Just do it as simple as you can, and just do the bare basics of it, and you can learn about how things work. So that's everything for this video. Thanks again for checking out the channel. If you guys are new here, if you guys have been here for a while, thanks again for being subscribed. Feel free to subscribe if you guys are new, and like the video if you guys enjoyed it, and check out the other devlogs if you haven't already. I have some tutorial videos explaining a lot of concepts that I use in this. I don't have a tutorial to make this exactly, but maybe I can do something like this in the future if you guys want that. But thanks again for watching. See you guys again next time. Goodbye.